It is King Abdullah's devout belief that intercultural dialogue is one of the true roads to peace, that our deepest truths are shared truths, and that each new generation must rise to answer the call to leadership, friendship, dialogue, to find common ground and foster peace. This is King Abdullah's challenge to us all. There is no greater prize or higher calling.
I am a messenger of peace. I think we're all messengers of peace. This world needs dialogue. We have to talk to each other, regardless of our background or our culture or religion. I think it's expected from every scout to be a messenger of peace. Because we need a peaceful world, and we were created to have peace.
As a scout, we are messengers for peace. Thank you and good luck.
I want to be a messenger of peace.
I want to be a messenger of peace.
我要当一位和平使者。
أود أن أكون أحد رسل السلام.
We want to be messengers of peace.
We are a messenger of peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Mazuka, Chief Scout Executive, Boy Scouts of America.
My name is Bob Mazuka, and I'm a messenger of peace. And I'm honored, deeply honored, to have been invited by His Highness Prince Faisal, the Minister of Education of Saudi Arabia, and the inspiration behind this incredible project that was launched just this past September in Jeddah called the Messengers of Peace. For me, it's very simple. I'm the Chief Scout Executive of the Boy Scouts of America. It's in the DNA of every scout to do acts of kindness, to do good deeds daily. And to me, it's as simple as connecting the dots between those individual acts of kindness that makes your place better to the whole world where these are going on that makes our place better. And the Messengers of Peace project in its simplicity is marvelous. You'll meet some young men a little later on that will be our first official BSA Messengers of Peace. Our commitment to the World Scout movement is that within the next 18 months to have at least 150,000. And when you consider there are 30 million young people in the country who in one form or another take the Scout sign and commit themselves to those notions that we call things like trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And if they can begin a dialogue with each other, these young people can lead us to a better place. And so I am passionately committed personally to this Messengers of Peace project. And it was very clear to me as soon as we were exposed to it that we needed a world-class chairman to head the Boy Scouts of America's piece of this global project. And I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no finer messenger of peace, who you will hear from next, is serving as our chairman. He's a member of our national religious committees. He's been a lifetime scouter, and he is my dear friend, Rabbi Peter Hyman. Peter?
Thank you, Bob. I too am a messenger of peace, and I will tell you it is a privilege to be here. Your Highness, Excellencies, distinguished and honored guests, and Chief Scout Mazuka, I have been a scout my entire life. I was 2 years old when First, my feet touched the ground of a scout camp. I am the son of a scout master, and my boys are Eagle Scouts. It is my considered belief that the Messengers of Peace program just may be the single most important, vital, and visionary program instituted by the World Scouting Movement since Lord Baden-Powell offered scouting to the world in 1907. To date, over 10 million scouts and over 110 different countries are working in all kinds of conditions as messengers of peace. These scouts and their leaders are repairing our world. The work of peace is demanding, it is difficult, it takes courage, but without peace, the world will never transform. We who take scouting seriously and scouting's promise really, we owe His Majesty King Abdullah a profound thanks for energizing this magnificent and potentially filled process. Our thanks go also to His Majesty the King of Sweden, Carl Gustaf, for his robust and enthusiastic support for the Messengers of Peace, and to Prince Faisal, Minister of Education from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. To you, dear friend and dear friend of Scouting, your vision as an educator translates beyond the walls of a classroom to the continents of our world. You are a true messenger of peace. Thank you. Chief Mazuka understands well and embraces wholeheartedly the Messengers of Peace program. He has said in word and action that the Boy Scouts of America will be committed fully to the success of this program. He understands that the American Scouts will be part of a global citizenry of Scouting and engendering in our Scouts, along with a sense of patriotism and duty to God, a global perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, one thought. We live in a world where human actions and societal exploits can no longer be hidden, isolated, and concealed from the scrutiny of the world's conscience. We haven't lived in that kind of world for a very long time. Messengers of Peace provide eyes to the conscience of the world. They will transform the world that is into the world that will be. Before I bring up the Scouts who will be honored as the first American Scouts, I want to share one quote with you from Lord Baden-Powell. In 1906, when Lord Baden-Powell, the founder of Scouting, wrote an essay, he was offering and detailing his vision of Scouting to the world. And he wrote this. He said, "Let us therefore, in training our Scouts, keep the higher aims in the forefront. Let not ourselves be absorbed in the steps of camping or backwoodsmanship. They are a means to an end. The end is character with purpose, and that purpose, that the next generation may be sane in an insane world, to develop higher sense of service to God, sense of service to love, and the sense of service to neighbors." That's what the program Messengers of Peace does. I am proud to stand here and tell you that the Boy Scouts of America, under the leadership of our talented and strong Chief Scout Executive, Bob Mazuka, stand with the rest of the world as messengers of peace. And now it is my privilege to ask Chief Mazuka to come back, and we both welcome His Highness Prince Faisal to the podium. let me quickly, so we can move on with the dinner, introduce to you 4 Eagle Scouts who represent the absolute finest that American young people have to offer. I'm going to ask that James Mazuka Jr. come up onto the podium. James, for his Eagle Scout project, renovated the church school nursery. He repainted the rooms, installed a bulletin board, and added new and used furniture appropriate for a nursery, thereby elevating the quality of education for those kids who attend that church. The next Scout, Eagle Scout, is William Shun Kai. Aside from being an Eagle Scout, Willie speaks fluent Mandarin Chinese. He is captain of his school's 3-time national championship debate team. He is an honor student. He has a grade point average of 4.0, and in December he's waiting to hear from Harvard University to see if he will accept them. It's really true. Our third young honoree is Harrison Evans. Harrison speaks 4 languages: English, French and Spanish, and Arabic. And in December, he will be traveling to Uganda to participate in his 2nd Scouting Bridges, Uganda International Scouting Exchange Program with the Ugandan Scout Association. Impressive. And our last of the 4 is Quincy Wolf. He's an Eagle Scout from Troop 106 in Decatur, Georgia. His Eagle project was to build a pair of athletic training tables for his school. The project held up, and those training tables are still being put to good use. Your Highness, Chief, I present to you the first candidate. May I just say one more word? In Arabic, the word for messenger is Rasul. Rasul is not a message from me to my secretary. The word Rasul has sacred implication. A Rasul takes a message from God and brings it to the rest of us. Prince Faisal, Chief Mazuka, King Abdullah, King Carl Gustaf. They are messengers of peace. They are each, in his own way, a Rasul. May they be blessed in the work they do, and may we be blessed in the work they've allowed us to do. Enjoy your dinner.